Hello and welcome to the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast Banlist Special. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hey.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
So, this one caught us a little bit by surprise. Obviously we knew that a ban list could happen, but the circumstances around this one were a little bit unique. So how do we think about the delivery?
The delivery was impeccable. Jerome, hats off to you. If you need any more security detail.
He's a comedic genius, that Jerome.
Yeah.
It's well prepared. The microphone didn't work, but the thought was there.
Yeah.
And that's
Respect for
all
the content game. Now let's get these bloody glasses off before they keep reflecting.
So I can see. For anyone who didn't catch this, over the course of this weekend, YCS Anaheim was happening. We had round 2 today, at which point about, what would it be, 2/3 through... You okay?
Yeah, it's about halfway through the day.
It was halfway
Through the
two.
day, there was a little bit of a
Specifically.
hint of the ban list being dropped with Jerome with his little briefcase and his hired goons. And then at the very end, after Steven Trivanovsky won with... It was supposed to be Ryziel Fiendsmith, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I only saw the feature match at the very end and it was just all Fiendsmith.
Who would have
100 Ryziel games!
They dropped it right after, live at the event.
And that viewership went up.
Oh, it was
Well, like
insane.
22, 23k?
Which is kind of...
23,000 at peak.
Which, shout out to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, the future of the format is being displayed. Nah, only a few thousand people. Ban list? Extra 20.
Yeah.
Respect.
And I don't know where these other people are in the meantime. Like, do they just come to get angry at the ban list because it doesn't ban everything bar, like, Scapegoat? Like, where are these people?
They're here to hurl abuse at Jerome because he's on stage and therefore can very clearly read live chat.
Yeah. And also, credit to doing that in front of a live audience, especially this list.
This list. It was a interesting list, let's say. So, we'll get into it. We'll start with the forbidden.
I must say, it being announced in reverse order really paid off to the dramatic effect of what was forbidden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we repeat the process?
No.
No. Okay. Right. So we'll start with the forbiddens. First off, we have Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
Finally.
It's only 3 formats too late,
Yeah.
at minimum.
Was there any in the day two, like,
No.
I mean...
No, I don't remember seeing branded in the top tables in the graph that I read out on yesterday's podcast.
Yes.
Unless there is some kind of combo similar to the way the next card has been banned that facilitates this card, then there's a reason, yeah.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? But...
There's a combo that facilitates the next card.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that same combo can get you to this card.
Yeah.
The next card is Jowgen, the Spiritualist.
Yes, that card needed to be banned. Really happy they preemptively banned that. Really appreciate this.
Well, was there something coming out that made this more consistent?
The new Link 4 that summons from Grave.
Of course.
Any 2 level 3s, Jag unlocks your opponent.
Okay, yep, understand. If only there weren't several other light-typed floodgates that could also be summoned from
It's
the graveyard.
specifically a 3.
What?
Specifically the level 3. You send it off,
Oh, okay,
Level.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the combos I've watched have more so tried to get Archlord Christia in the graveyard.
yeah.
And God knows they're not hitting
This was
Cherubini yet.
significantly more consistent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We can't hit another Burning Abyss extra to that card.
Beatrice was never really burning Abyss though, was she?
Tenpai needs it.
Yeah.
That it does. And then finally for the bands, we have Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye.
None of us predicted... We all went Flameburst, right?
We all went Flamebush.
Well,
I didn't
I didn't
go
know which way they were going to go.
I didn't put any Snake Eye cards
Th-
on
This is logical given that the Year of Fire is over. This
Yep.
is the symbolizing point of the Year of Fire is done.
Yep.
No more
What is
Year
it?
of Fire.
What is it,
Now
the Year
our
of-
pyro monsters are lights.
True. Very true. As for what we have in store next... Why is it done in that order? That's dumb.
That's the order they released it in.
Nope, that's not the one I want either. Limits.
Yeah.
We have Tenpai Dragon Chandra.
Good.
Makes sense.
Called it.
Yep.
While I'm on the track of Tenpai cards, Sangen Kaiman.
Also called that
All three of us?
Yeah, I think we all said that one. Phantom of Yubel.
Yeah, I mean, so Tenpai...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, moving too fast.
I mean, considering Tenpai's placement in YCS, it losing the finals to
And then getting banned.
to two different engines that probably should be dealt with because they're going to be a problem for the next month, and then getting banned is a bit rough. But
it's
also,
fine.
they've got too many tools. They're dragons. They'll be right.
The fact that he was actively apologising as he was reading out the Tenpai cards to the second place person, he's like, apologies to you, but your cards is one.
You can't play this deck no more.
Oh, we'll go over what's missing.
Third, Phantom of Bell.
Yeah, I mean, two of us called it.
I don't think this was my Ubel hit.
I called the other Ubel.
I think I may have even said Phantom of Ubel on my
I may have said
previous
Phantom
list.
of Ubel, but I meant the other one.
But I wouldn't have predicted this knowing the unlimits. So,
yeah.
Bell's...
Ubel's still pretty
Yeah,
pretty
Ubel's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
now-
was a weird flip-flop that they did between the two.
you may
Like,
well cover the unlimit now.
A hand
right?
trap will now
we'll
take
get
the
to
card
it.
off the end board.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like now you can hand trap them and they go, oh no, anyway, I'm going to make another Phantom of Ubel.
Oh yeah, I get why, but like taking that away while giving them the other card, which we'll get to at the end, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like if you're going to hit the deck, just keep bringing things down. Don't like...
Cards of consonants mean? No, we need two in each hand, don't we? Because we've lost two to gain two. But actually, no, they're only ever playing one.
Yeah.
Two. Yeah.
Now you only need one ulti.
And then probably the weirdest card on this entire
Actually,
list.
yeah, that's a hit to that OTS, isn't it?
Yeah, I sold mine the other day. Woo! And then the weirdest card on this list, in my opinion, Zodiac Barrage coming back to 1.
They seemingly were just like, we want to pick one to come back. Let's
Yeah.
pick the one that supports Ryziel.
Yeah, I suppose it gives them another level
yeah.
4.
Free level 4 body.
Yeah.
Off you go.
I guess. Semi-limits. These ones were weird too. Cyberjar.
Cool.
Just, again, I feel like it's a tidy up card. It'll probably come to 3 next list.
Shout out to Domain.
Danger Jackalope and Tsuchinoko.
I didn't have this list. I had the list.
I think
prediction
I had
before.
them changing last list as well.
Bastards. 3 months behind. I mean, like with the Nightmare,
Yeah.
3 months behind. Maybe more.
It's a nice little update. I don't know how much impact it's really going to have.
Oh, yeah, God,
It's
no.
just kind of tidying things up. Eva to 2.
So how does it make you feel? You tempted by anything around that? Nothing? Yeah, good.
Eva really only worked in fairy ritual piles.
Yep.
There's not enough good fairies for other decks to go around. If they still had the Millers,
Yeah.
even at 1, I'd be like,
Someone that like surely Voiceless can make something work with this. Someone let me know.
Voiceless, Drytron, yeah, there's decks that can do stuff with this.
Because my brain too bad.
And then finally, Performer Power Monkey Board. Again, it was doing sweet fuck all at 1. It'll just make its way to 3.
Pendulum wanted a card back and it didn't get it.
No. I mean, now that Triff has won OICS, maybe he'll get the Jesse Cotton treatment and get a card that he wants
They
off the
should have
list.
just made an audible and just like as if
The
that.
issue is that they had printed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Maybe Jerome's a bit of a loose cannon if it comes to him trying to put input to the ban list that are like, stick to the script.
Yeah.
It's literally on the pictures, do not deviate from the script.
I looked Jerome up on LinkedIn today.
Oh.
He works in research and development. Konami. That's his actual job.
Oh,
So-
Roger and Derek got fired.
I don't know, maybe he is Roger or Derek.
Or he's their manager.
Yeah. He's middle management.
I hope that Roger and Derek reach out. I want them to be doing well. Maybe they're doing R&D for Bandai.
Actually, to be fair, that job probably pays a lot because they have to find a way to power creep every 2 months.
It's a lot of research.
Yeah.
And make a whole new game every
How
2
can
months.
we?
Yeah.
How can we break 7 games at once?
And then finally we move on to the unlimits. So all of the Dragon Rulers back to 3. Dino Wrestler Pancratops to 3. Lunalight Tiger. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Ib the World Chalice Justiceer. Rescue Ace Airlifter.
I mean, you lost OG, you better give him something.
We just go back to playing Pure Rescue Ace. It's fine.
Go, Ace.
I mean, will you actually go back to playing Pure Rescue Ace?
No, I have Razio.
Yeah, fair. And then the card that I was alluding to before, well, we were alluding to before, Opening the Spirit Gates, back to 3 from its previous 1.
It should have stayed at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing on this list that I disagree with is this should have stayed at 1.
Oh, in terms of the contents of the list?
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, okay. Yeah, this, it's like I said, to try and limit a deck while bringing cards back for its consistency doesn't make a great deal of sense.
Especially when that deck is like the fourth best deck in the format? Fifth
Yeah.
best?
It's almost unprecedented though, as well. Like, it's such a quick flip flop. I don't know. I don't know why. I want to know why. It's confusing as hell.
Same list be like, we're hitting this card, this deck that is still meta, but also have another piece back.
But I kind of like it of like going, oh no, this is the change. This is the tweak we want.
Yeah, maybe they were sitting there and going, look, the Opening the Spirit Gates didn't actually do anything.
This is probably a preemptive unlimit for when they finally get rid of Fiendsmith. I don't see why they shouldn't have just done this when they get rid of Fiendsmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, it serves no purpose other than keeping Ubel at a similar, if not the same, sort of consistency as what it is now.
So it'll just be in Rarity Collection. For
Fiendsmith?
yeah, no, both, I guess.
This was already printed in Rarity Collection. In the tins, actually. It got reprinted in the tins as QCR.
Oh, there we go.
Gotta sell the tins. Always be selling. That's Jerome's mentality. Yeah, or every ban list change has to
Good
have
shout.
a product sale to go with it. Just had Bonanza. Here's your Dragon Rulers.
So dumb.
Onto the Stampede.
The other major thing to announce with this one is it's effective immediately.
No,
Yeah.
it was effective yesterday.
Yeah, for yeah. Well, no, it's today, isn't it?
Today
It's
is the
9th.
9th for us.
Yeah, because he said at
It was
midnight.
midnight their time.
Yeah.
I just
But-
kind of then went, oh, it must have been 8th. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Shifter.
good thing you didn't have locals today because the ban list was effective.
As much as I can understand why Shifter should go, it's going to be a huge support to Malice,
It's a selling point again.
Yep.
and Ryziel can play through it.
Yep.
So it becomes a pivot point of like, hey, your decks that can't play through Shifter, try these new ones.
The one time I saw Ryziel get shifted and it failed was today. The guy like gets shifted, he looks at his hand, and he just has EX Ryziel, and he's like, I lose.
And that's going to happen.
Well, this was mentioned that like, well, I suppose it's going to be the problem with a lot of decks moving forward is when you're playing against like Snake Eyes and the Fiendsmith Ubel, you needed a lot of hand traps. So the idea was you play a bunch of hand traps, you hopefully stop their board, and then you've got the 1 or 2 pieces that you can do your thing.
You still have Ubel to worry about.
You still have Ubel, you don't have Snake Eyes, for the time being, at time of recording. But yeah, like some other decks may be able to pare down how many hand traps they play, but it could be an issue moving forward for some decks that like they're too disruption heavy to actually build a board.
Yeah.
Other cards, Deck Lockdown didn't get hit as we were sort of predicting / hoping.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest miss on this whole ban list is deck lockdown.
Yeah. Although, with Snake Eyes having been hit as hard, the deck that can most play through Floodgates is seemingly dealt with. Like, they can't just out their own deck lockdown now to do other nonsense.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm not sure
What else
where
did
this
I...
is going.
Skill Drain staying at 1, I guess it's not around, so I honestly thought it was going to go because it's a generic.
Well, I think people just sort of pivoted onto other Floodgates that were more abundant.
Caesar King still floating. I guess it's not that generic,
You
but
can-
it kind of is generic.
You can now just pivot to Ice Ryzealing away your own deck lockdown.
There you go.
Yeah.
The more things change.
Yeah. And I think we kind of mentioned it the other day that, like, how much representation there was of those decks. It kind of just cements the fact that, like, they very much are in support of people playing these new archetypes.
Yeah.
So if there's not
Because that means money, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty happy with kind of where everything's going to look for the next format.
There's definitely things I wish
Enjoy this.
were addressed in this list, but I can understand
Jake, you're
why.
like, Bonfire should have gone to 1, but keep
No.
Shifter though.
No, like, again, I had a feeling that Shifter was going to stay purely because Malice is around and it's a selling point for Malice. I'm more addressing, like, decks that can, like, fuck off forever.
Yeah.
But hey, it's never going to be perfect. But
When's the next one?
Great question. Don't know.
I'm hoping after the 3v3 YCS in Vegas.
So, March.
Yep. Same day as our YCS. Just please don't give us a ban list before the YCS, please. I want to be able to prep on this list.
It's doubtful if they had the pick between Vegas and Sydney that they would make an announcement at Sydney for the ban list, but
no.
how epic would that be?
They will definitely do it at Vegas, but there is another YCS like 2 weeks before.
Awesome. So they...
Yeah.
I don't know, but Stampede just being there, like, I don't see them not
Oh,
trying
when
to
does
milk...
Stampede release again?
April.
Yeah, okay. So they're probably not going to do anything major, especially if they do want to make a major hit.
Or they could do a minor hit on stuff that...
It'll be like Bonfire to 1.
Yeah.
Shift to maybe to 1.
Yeah, one of those COVID lists where it's like something comes back to 3 that's completely irrelevant and nothing else changes.
Yeah. They'll bump all the mid to semi-limits they've just done to 3, and then be like, Bonfire to 1.
And opening the Spirit Gates to 2. We're nearly there with the tweaks, guys.
Just balancing it a little more.
But yeah, let us know what you think of the ban list down in the comments and in our Discord. Link will be in the description. We'll catch you on our next regular podcast. Peace.